Hello everyone, it's Arthur back with another video. In this Raiders video, I'll be giving my starter projections for the team in the 2022 NFL season, as well as some possible formations they can run as well. So let's get into it. At left tackle, I have Colton Miller. At left guard, I have John Simpson, even though I think Dylan Parham will take over eventually during the season. But for now, I guess I'll have Simpson starting, even though I really don't want to do that. I don't really like John Simpson as a football player. I have Andre James starting at center. I have Lester Cotton starting at right guard and Jermaine Illuminor starting at right tackle. Darren Munford and Illuminor are in a current battle for right tackle. I have Illuminor winning that battle week 1. Sure, it could change after the season starts, but I'm not really confident putting the 7th round pick out there week 1 against these guys, including that can Joey Bosa. So I'd rather have a average right tackle who can play, instead of Darren Munford, who's been out with an injury for a couple weeks, and he's a rookie. So quarterback Derek Carr, obviously. Running back Josh Jacobs. Tight end I have Darren Waller starting, even though Murrow will play a lot because they'll run 2 tight end sets. Devontae Adams is starting receiver. Hunter Renfrow at slot receiver. I have Mac Hollins starting as the other outside receiver. Tyron Johnson could also play outside receiver. I don't anticipate seeing DJ Turner out there a lot, but I see us seeing Mac Hollins out there a lot with Tyron Johnson, and maybe flip flopping. I don't think Mac Hollins is way better than Tyron Johnson, so I don't think he's going to play a lot more than him. But for now, yeah, I'll have him as a starter. On defense, if the Raiders were running a 4-3, I would have them starting in a 4-3-3, that is. I would have 4-3-4, sorry. I would have them having Chandler Jones and Max Crosby at the defensive ends. The 3 technique would be Bilal Nichols. The nose tackle would be Hankins, maybe rotating with Neil Farrell Jr., but I think Hankins will still start. And then weak side linebacker Divine Diablo, middle linebacker Denzel Perryman, strong side Julian Brown, because Julian Brown's going to cover the tight ends. Divine Diablo is going to not cover the tight ends, meaning he'll be the weak side linebacker. And then if it's 4-3-4, then there'll be 2 outside corners. I think that'll be Rocky Sean and Anthony Averett. Sure, there is a chance that they start Hobbs at outside, but I have them going Averett. And then Merrick and Abram with the safeties. Harmon playing a lot though, even though I have Abram starting. But I think Harmon will still rotate in with Abram. Now, if they were in a 4-3 but a slot, like a 4-2-5, let's say, I would then have them obviously having Hobbs in the slot and pulling either Diablo or Jalen Brown off the field. At this point, we don't really know who that guy would be because we don't know who the linebacker 2 is. So as of right now, I would say it's just situationally. Jalen Brown will be the coverage guy. Devon Diablo is a run-stopping guy. We'll see what the defense offense is in and what position it is. Like, is it 3rd and long, passing down, running down? For now, that's what I would guess that they would do, because I don't know who's linebacker 2. Jalen Brown is more achieved in the league. Basically, he's done more in the league. But Devon Diablo is a promising second-year player who didn't really play in a lot in year 1, but he did play well when he played. But still has coverage liabilities, at least from year 1. But is a better run stopper than Jalen Brown. So it's just interesting. But I hope they both have a great year. This linebacker core, besides Perriman, is really no one's proved it to us. Masterson did, but in the preseason, if Jalen Brown and Divine Diablo ball out, this will be one of the best units on the Raiders. And I don't think they'll really need a linebacker 4 or 5 much throughout the season. If the Raiders run a 3-4, I would have Hankins as a nose tackle, obviously. Neil Farrell Jr., when he's playing in 3-4, I think will definitely be a nose tackle, because I don't think he's athletic enough for a 3-4 defensive end. And then for the defensive ends, I would have Crosby and Bilal Nichols. Bilal Nichols was a defensive end with the Bears for 2 years. I think he can play a 3-4 defensive end spot. And then outside linebackers, Chandler Jones. I think people know that he would be an outside linebacker in a 3-4. And then to Sean Bauer, I don't really know if he's more of an outside linebacker or a defensive end in 3-4, but I have him going as an outside linebacker. Good enough pass rusher, I think. Fluid enough to be in coverage. And his run stopping, I hope, is good enough. I didn't really cut on the tape to see. I don't have access to that type of stuff. But I hope he was doing good at that. During the season, I'll definitely be able to tell who's good, who's not good at what. But yeah, I have him starting there. Perryman and Diablo as the linebackers. Now this front 7, if this is a running down by the offense, I was getting hype when I was writing this. I mean, you're not getting past Hankins, Crosby, Bilal Nichols, Sean Bauer, and maybe Chandler Jones, Divine Diablo, and Denzel Perryman. Good luck running on that. And then Yassine and Averett as the corners, Abram Merrick as the safeties. And then yeah, that would be my starting defense projections in a 4-3 or in a 4-2-5 and in a 3-4. I think their defense, honestly, even though there are multiple defense with Patrick Graham, I think they'll run more 5-man fronts, meaning three down guys, two guys on the outside. So they will also have their slot stuff, have a lot of blitzes coming. Harmon, Hobbs, those guys will be blitzing a lot. If Hobbs is a slot corner, if he's outside corner, then not really. I hope they bring Perryman on more blitzes. He's a pretty good blitzing linebacker, but Gus Bradley rarely blitzed them. And he was a middle linebacker. In a 3-4, I think Perryman could be better, especially in coverage. And then Diablo should be great at run stopping in a 3-4. Jayon Brown, I don't really care what formation it is as long as he's covering the tight end well or running back. And then corners, Averett, I am worried about him as outside corner, but Yassine should hopefully hold it down. I don't think Yassine's good enough for corner one, but whatever. And then Hobbs should be elite, not elite, but very good. Merrick should be very good in a split safety look instead of a cover 3 center field safety role like he was in with the Gus Bradley system. Abram should hopefully be good. I mean, I'm not like hoping for a breakout season from him, but I think he'll be the same Jonathan Abram, but maybe, that same Jonathan Abram, sure, he has liabilities, but he's arguably still good enough to be a starter in the league. I don't think he's like a player you have to bench. I don't think he's like a liability to your defense like that. So hopefully, he does his thing. He has a specialty, obviously, run stopping. Tackling isn't very good, and the coverage is bad, as I mentioned. But anyway, this defense, I feel like the O-line, it's more like a hope thing. Like, I hope the O-line's good, but I'm only saying hope because I'm kind of worried that it's not going to be good. The defense, I think, has true potential. It could truly be good, but at the same time, I don't think right now on paper I would say I'm confident in us being a Super Bowl defense. However, I think we have a Super Bowl offense. If the O-line holds up enough for Derek Carr, we have a guy in our head coach who's our offensive play caller that can adjust to things. Still kind of defensive coordinator. But I think, if just like he did in week 2 against Denver, Miami in the preseason game, if the blitzes come in, change the play calls, get the ball out quick. Devontae Adams can catch anywhere on the field. Hunter Renfrow can catch underneath. Darren Waller can catch anywhere on the field. We have some good receiving backs. Brandon Bolden, Namir Abdullah, Josh Jacobs caught a lot of passes last year. Zamir White caught a lot of passes in the preseason. So yeah, I'm excited for this season. Great offense, elite passing offense. Should be a good pass rush. Run defense should be hopefully middle of the pack. I'd settle for that. Secondary hopefully should be good. You should get some turnovers. Hopefully, red zone defense. So some things I'm hoping for there. But anyway, I'm Arto, and thank you for watching.